saying that the calendar doesn't drive this operation. That we're not talking about victory by this month or by this month or by this month. Victory happens when victory happens. Victory is defined by denazification, getting rid of all of the Banderist supporters in the Ukrainian government, to include the Zelensky government and anybody affiliated with him. The Russians have sought to isolate Zelensky politically, both at home and abroad, by questioning the constitutionality of his mandate. But it's so they're attacking Zelensky domestically, but they're also attacking Zelensky abroad, basically saying that this is a man who doesn't represent the Ukrainian people, that this is a dictatorship, etc. And the implication that Putin gave is that he expects Zelensky to stay in power through this year into next year, and that next year he believes that this problem will go away. But if you've built denazification around removing Zelensky and his government, and you're saying it's going to take another year, I think Putin just told us something there, that he's in no rush to win this war. I know I've quoted Russian generals who've told me, no, the battlefield's changing in May, it's going to be decisive, and then you're going to see even bigger map changes. But I think that they may have made those statements assuming that they were going to do big arrow operations. And the Russian government has said, we don't have a mandate. We have a mandate to win. We don't have a mandate to win at any cost. And we're not going to do these big arrow operations, which now only 23% of the Ukrainian energy infrastructure is up and running. And even if the war stopped today, they wouldn't be able to get that infrastructure up and running by wintertime. One can definitely understand that in what's left of the summer season, that Russia is going to try and reduce that 23% to as close to zero as possible, so that Ukraine is facing a disaster when wintertime comes. And if it's a harsh winter, Ukraine may not survive as a nation. And that's part of Russia's strategy. Remember, Putin said, I'm not in the business of killing Russian soldiers. We need to preserve as many Russian lives as possible. So we're going to do things that puts maximum pressure on Ukraine to willingly go to a table and say, yes, we're ready to surrender. So that's my